My arms stretched high-bound above my head. I couldn't see, couldn't speak, only hear their steps closing in two shadows moving toward me, heavy with intent. I held my breath trapped, not knowing what they'd do next, but craving it, a hunger sharp enough to cut through my bones. The room in our Seattle loft was ready, sheets, crisp lights, dimmed low candles flickering, casting ghosts on the walls that danced with my pulse. I fussed over nothing, wiping surfaces, adjusting pillows, anything to keep my hands busy. I checked the mirror one last time. Black lace clung tight, baring skin I hadn't shown in years, a dare to myself I couldn't take back. I turned, checked the back, then faced forward. I wasn't hiding tonight. That was the point. My heart pounded, not from fear, but something sharper, a tangle of dread and want twisting in my chest. I didn't know what to expect, only what I'd asked for. My fingers traced my collarbone, breath slow, every nerve alive, raw, waiting. The cool air brushed my skin, electric. I sat, stood, paced. The door was locked, the world quiet, but they were coming, both of them, as agreed. I'd thought about backing out, texting to cancel, but I didn't, because beneath the nerves I wanted it, all of it, the things I'd never dared, never let myself crave. Tonight was surrender, no pretense, no control. Then it came, 3 slow knocks like a hammer on my heart. They stepped in silent. The taller one, Ethan, moved first, slow, deliberate, his presence heavy like a storm about to break. He didn't ask if I was ready. He didn't need to. Something in his calm, towering silence shut out questions. He stopped inches from me, close enough for the faint leather scent of his jacket to hit me. Without a word, he lifted a blindfold, tied it tight, and the world went dark, my senses narrowing to breath and sound sharp as a blade. The door slammed shut behind me, the sound echoing like a vow I couldn't break. Silence hummed thick, my pulse loud in my ears. I trembled, and he hadn't even touched me. Then he was behind me, his hand grazing my waist, resting there, warm, heavy, sure a claim that burned through my skin. I froze, tense, alive, but I didn't pull away. I didn't want to. His fingers slid lower, tilting my hips, moving me like I wasn't mine anymore. Each shift a jolt that shook my core. I let him. My breath caught as he nudged my knees apart. I obeyed, the blindfold amplifying every sound, every brush of fabric, every breath he took. His chest pressed against my back, his grip tightening, guiding me deeper into his control, a rhythm I couldn't fight. He moved, no warning, no questions, just doing what I'd asked, his touch, a command I hadn't known I'd follow. My mouth opened, a soft sound escaping, raw, needy. My hands twitched, unsure where to go, what I was allowed. I'd never felt so exposed, so alive, so stripped of everything but want. He started slow, but never weak, handling me like something to be claimed, tested, pushed, his rhythm steady, relentless, teaching my body to bend to him. Every second was slow and urgent, a pulse that broke me open. I tried to stay calm still, but soon I couldn't. Each shift shocked me, breath, ragged legs, trembling, plunging deeper than I thought I could go. He adjusted his grip, holding me tighter, keeping me from retreating. I didn't need to see, I felt everything, his hands, his rhythm, a raw control that erased thought and left only fire. My moans grew louder, reckless. I didn't care who heard. Then it hit sharp, sudden, a wave of heat and release that shattered me. My body clenched, breath broke, trembling under the weight of it. As my knees buckled, he held me firm, silent, unyielding until the storm passed. He stepped back, wordless. I stood unsteady, shattered, craving more than I'd ever admitted. The second man, Caleb, came slower, heavier, his presence thicker like a shadow swallowing the room. No words, just his approach, certain, inevitable. I felt him before he touched me, his heat a warning of what was coming. His hands seized my wrists, lifted them high, binding them tight, a grip that pinned me to the moment. A soft band slid between my lips, tied behind my head, silencing me, leaving me helpless, exposed. His hands found my thighs, confident, unyielding, shifting me like he owned every inch. I swayed the bind above, holding me firm. His fingers pressed into my skin, testing how far I'd let him go, each touch a challenge I met without flinching. No pause, just movement, pressure, certainty, his rhythm carving its own path through me. My body shook with each thrust, a pulse that burned hotter than I could bear. Muffled gasps caught in the gag going nowhere. He moved with purpose, measured, relentless, his grip never wavering, his control absolute. My knees trembled, but I stood, every motion driving something deeper, raw, unstoppable. I moaned, helpless, flushed with heat, overwhelmed by a need I couldn't name. The pressure built too fast past any limit I thought I had, and I broke again, body quaking, head thrown back, breath bursting in short, ragged waves. He held me through it, unyielding, guiding me past the edge until I was spent. Then silence, heavy, complete. He stepped back, leaving me trembling, bound, blind, alive in a way I'd never known. I didn't collapse, couldn't still, tied, gagged, shaking, suspended in the aftermath of my own surrender. The air shifted again, thicker, a new presence closing in, slow, deliberate. Ethan was back, his return a spark that reignited the fire. A new grip found my waist, firmer, more certain. I tensed, but it didn't matter, I couldn't move. Caleb hadn't left. I was caught between them, lifted, controlled, laid bare. They moved me like I weighed nothing, spreading my legs, arching my back, the binds above straining with the shift. Ethan stood behind his weight, pressing against my spine, a force I couldn't escape. I didn't need to guess what came next. The pressure hit fast, unyielding, strange, and overwhelming, a tide I couldn't resist. I reacted, head back, breath trapped behind the gag. One anchored my hips, the other my legs, holding me locked in their rhythm. Caleb pressed closer, his hands circling my throat, not tight, just enough, his weight a second wave crashing into me. They moved together, one behind one, before relentless, a dance of raw control. No pause, no build-up, just sharp, unending motion, their rhythms sinking, then breaking apart, overlapping, driving me beyond thought. One hand gripped my hair, another my chin, my body trembling between them, caught in a storm of their making. Muffled cries died in the gag, but I didn't stop, didn't want to. The first wave hit fast, crashing through me, stealing my strength. They held me upright, kept going, each motion pushing me deeper into the abyss. The second came slower, building until I arched against the binds, shaking, silent, lost. I thought I couldn't take more, but I did, their movements blending, relentless, carrying me past every limit. The final wave struck sudden, blinding, a release so fierce it erased me. I didn't scream, didn't breathe, just shook my body, unraveling in their hands. They held me as I came apart again and again until nothing was left. Only then did they stop, the room falling silent, heavy with the weight of what I'd done. Their hands slipped away, but I stayed bound, blind, trembling, not finished, not yet. Tell me, have you ever met a woman who silenced you, who pushed past what you expected? What happened? Drop it in the comments. I read them all. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Don't miss what's next. Thanks for being here.